Yo, what's up guys, Shad here, and today we have a video. Yeah, it's a video. I'm gonna be going over my draft that I made for the Pokemon All-Star Invitational Tournament hosted by No Pause Tournaments. And yeah, if you don't know what it is, you can go back like 1, 2, or 3 videos on my channel, I'm not sure, and just go check out what that is. I made a draft analysis for the tournament, but Contagion was a fucking slut, and the audios are all kinds of fucked up and not synced up, and it's just impossible for me to fix that. So apologies for that. I really wanted to do that. It was really fun to do. I love doing draft analysis. But hey, what can you do, you know? But yeah, basically what it is we draft 6 months from each, or one from each tier, a mega, and our last pick. It has to be our last pick, which can be from every tier, so we can't double up on tiers until the last round. We can do that in every order except for, like I just said, the last pick. And it's basically a matchup, or not a fusion, I guess, between a tournament and a league format. And we have 10 minutes to prepare our teams before each match, which I think is a really big challenge and really fucking cool. So yeah. I'm really happy with my draft, spoilers. And yeah, first up, I started with my Mega because I didn't want to get this beautiful beast get sniped. I finally got my favorite Pokemon, mine, the Mega Lopunny. Welcome to the squad, our first member. I could have gone with something else in my first round pick, but I just didn't want to risk the thing being sniped again. Thankfully, unlike in the PPL, excuse me. Well, there was no ginger meme to snipe me, so hey, I got the thing. It has a beautiful support move pool. It's incredibly fast, incredibly powerful, unresisted stab coverage, and it's gold. Like I said, it has a lot of support moves, which I hope I can abuse. And I also realized that against the majority of teams, I can run Adamant. And Adamant Mega Lopunny is such a gigantic threat, and it's awesome. And of course, I have the priority on Fake Out, potentially Quick Attack if I feel like it. And yeah, I just shout out to Mega Lopunny, I suppose. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really glad I got the thing. It's just so good, and it's difficult to deal with for a lot of teams. And yeah, next up we got finally the second one that I wanted in PPL and couldn't get, our mascot, Mew, Stern des Südens. Literal translation is Star of the South, or that is the translation. It's basically the anthem of Bayern Munich in real life, or the name of the anthem and stuff. So I thought it was fitting for the mascot. I think El Scissor gave that suggestion. I'm not sure. If that's the case, then shout out to you. And Mew is the most versatile fucker ever. I got it in second round, and I was 5th in round 1 and 12th. Yeah, I was 12th in round 2. I was really surprised that thing was still around. I was like, I'm taking that. You can bet your ass. And Mew is just so versatile. And thankfully, thanks to one of my later drafted mons, I don't always have to run defog. I can change around my spinner and my defog however I want, however I feel like it's important in this matchup. And that's really cool. That takes a lot of pressure off Mew and gives it the ability to go offensive or do whatever else I want to do with it. And I don't have to, there's not a lot you can say about Mew. It's just a fucking versatile beast, and I love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a mascot. That's beautiful. And yeah, let's see what kind of beautiful sets I can come up with for Mew in a few minutes. That's gonna be interesting. Next up, we have another Mon that I couldn't get into PPL. That was taken before I was gonna do it or something. That's Melodic, whatever. Nickname is gonna be Severa from Fire Emblem Awakening, just because the hair is kind of similar. And apparently, Melodic is a beautiful Pokemon, which I don't see. It's a snake. What a snake. So I don't know. But yeah, Melodic is, in my opinion, probably the best bulky water. It's really fat on the special side, and if I make it physically defensive, which is I think normally the standard set, it's also fat on there, and it has two pretty cool abilities in Marvel Scale and Competitive, which I can use You know, depending on matchup, if there's Sticky Web or Intimidate or stuff, I might just go with competitive if I feel like it. But overall, Marvel Scale is a really cool ability. I guess Q-Charm is a thing, but I'm not that much of a cunt most of the time. And yeah, Melodic has beautiful stats. It has a good special attack set, or decent special attack set in base 100, good speed in 81, and a beautiful move pool. I really like its move pool because it gets stuff like, of course, Scald, Ice Beam, those are pretty obvious. Then Recover, reliable recovery is really important. Then it gets Haze, which is one of my favorite moves. I just absolutely love Haze because it's just like, fuck you, Slap Sweepers, I'm not dealing with your shit. And yeah, also Mirror Code, shout out to Shady Penguin, shout out to John, who I might face in this tournament, and I think, does he have a Raikou again? So, you know, bad memories for him. But yeah, I just really love Melodic. You can tailor it to whatever you want, physically, special, defensive, and will always take hits. It can take super effective hits on the special side, because it's the Melodic, and it's a beast. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bulky Waters are just really good in a league format, or in a draft format, and yeah. Next up, I wanted an electric type. I wanted a grass type. I was considering a few other things. I was considering stuff like Electros, Shiftry. What else? There were a few others from RU. Yeah, but going into my RU pick, I decided to go with both an electric and a grass type. Limo. You don't have to get the name. It's a typo. It's a typo that ended up being a thing, and now it's the name from a Rotom. Rotom Limo. And I really like Rotom because it deals with a lot of things. Because of its typing, it just deals with bulky waters, all kinds of bulky waters. It has good bulk, only base 50 HP of course, but that's kind of the thing with Rotoms, that's just there. But the 107 defenses, and 105 special attack, decent speed in 86, and yeah, the stabs are beautiful. It gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets Trick, and it's just a really good mon. It gives me Volt Switch, which is really nice. I can get a bit of Volt turning around if going on if I want to put it on Mew. If I want to put Baton Pass on Lopunny, for example, I can just Volt turn around, I guess. It's a happy old fun time. Rotom it pairs up pretty well with Guy, Melodic, that. And yeah, I just really like Rotom. It deals with bulky water types, and that's really important. Next up, we have my NU pick. The only one that I'm not too content with. But I wanted a spinner. I wanted an electric immunity. I wanted something physically bulky. And Sandslash, Sandy. I'm creative. If you have any better nicknames, I'm not gonna name it Sanic or fucking Knuckles or some shit. That's just boring. Not that Sandy's any more creative, but hey, fuck you. And I was really hesitant about this pick because usually I'm not that big of a fan of Sandslash, but it's a good Pokemon. Kind of ish, maybe. It takes pressure off of Mew because I can Rapid Spin with Death, and sometimes I can just be like, Sandslash, you're not gonna have Rapid Spin. Give Mew the defog and just do something else with this fucker. It has good attack set in base 100. 110 defense is really nice with 75 HP. 65 speed is and 55 special defense is yeah, that. But before drafting it, I did some calcs against some big threats on the physical and special side. On the special side, mainly electro types, and I can deal with them if I run the right set and spread and stuff. And yeah, it gives me another stealth rocker as well, so I have 2 rockers. I mean, it's always gonna be either Mew or Sandslash who are gonna have rocks, if I have it at all, which I should, because rocks. So yeah, Sandslash, it has pretty cool move pool, gets stuff like Knockoff, of course, Stone Edge and Earthquake. X-Scissor, I guess, can be helpful against some things. And overall, it's a fun mon. Hopefully it will do work, because I'm still not too happy with it. But it fits my team, kind of, and I want an electric immunity. I had to pick something from NU, and all the good NU picks were kind of gone at this point, so yeah. Moving on, our last member, and that's something I also wanted in the PPL and couldn't get, because when I was considering it, it was already picked in the same transfer window, and I would have had to drop some things that I really want to keep. And that is Lisa Simpson, the Weavile. If you take off the red thing on its red stuff on its head. It looks like he's a Simpson, and that's terrifying. And Weavile, if you follow the GBA, that's been amazing. There is currently 10-0 after week 5. For Mulvone at the Cincinnati Loudreds, it just brought back to my attention. I know that Weavile is an amazing Pokemon. I always loved it. Rye has been doing pretty well in the PPL with Sneasel. Troy hasn't used Weavile a lot because he didn't have it for a long time yet. So yeah. And Weavile just helps my team a lot. It gives me more speed. So far I only have Lopunny, which is really fucking quick. And Mew, of course, with season speed. Roto can often be scarfed. But yeah, Weavile gives me more priority, which priority is always amazing. And Stab, Knockoff, and Icicle Crash, Ice Shard. It's such a good mon. It's so fast, it's so powerful. It gets just the coverage options it needs, really, in low kick, other fighting moves, and Poison Jab for bulky fairies. And I really like Weavile. And it helps me with Mega Lopunny because bulky psychic types are kind of the main counters to Mega Lopunny, and Weavile is just like, lol, no. And yeah, there was something else I wanted to say. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I wanted Weavile in PPL because it's just such a good mon. And oh yeah, I want to say that in the last round, so many ice weaknesses were picked in a free pick, and I was one of the last 5 people. And stuff like, I think Dragonite, Salamence, Diggersby, they all went in the last round, if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted Weavile before. It was from the start, it was clear I wanted Weavile. Potentially, depending on how my draft ended up being. And then I realized, hey, I made a counter pick, I guess, unintentionally. And that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm really glad with this. I'm really happy with this draft. I think it's a really, really solid team. And I hope I can win this, maybe? Or at least, I want to have a couple battles. Because if I lose like round 1, that would be kind of stupid, because I only get to build my team once and only have 1 battle. That would be kind of boring. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this tournament. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. And the winner actually gets money, which we recently found out after we sign up and stuff, after we drafted and shit. Which is a good idea in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not out for the money. Like, if I get it, that's pretty fucking cool. But I just want to use this team and see if I can make it work. Yeah, I think that's it. There's some really scary drafts. There's some things in the draft that I can't deal with too well, so I have to get creative. But you know, I can do that, even if it's only 10 minutes. I thought about some things already for some months, but I haven't written them down. I just have them somewhere in my head. And yeah, that's gonna be it. If you have anything to say about the draft, then tell me. Fun fact, Nidoking was not fucking drafted, and that's ridiculous, and everyone should feel bad. I wanted Melodic, I needed Bulky Water, because it's the best one. And I wanted Weavile. But how the fuck did no one pick up Nidoking? You're terrible people. Well, in the PPL no one did either. In the GBA it took a while. People are just overlooking Nidoking all over the place. That's terrible. But I have it on my PPL team now, so suck on that. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out the No Pause Tournaments social media, the YouTube channel. There will be stuff up soon, the draft analysis from the commentators. It might already be up by this point. No, I'm not sure. Stuff. Twitter account where there will be announcements, and the Twitch as well. So you will be notified when the stream starts of the tournament, because that shit will be streamed. It will be beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I'll appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.